Poland has a self-imposed deadline of the end of the year to select a supplier for its new submarines. The European nation currently relies on just one fairly old Soviet-designed sub and has proposals from a number of firms from which to choose. So in today's video, we take a look at this project named Orca and the contenders who have submitted proposals to supply Poland's navy with new submarines. Yes, if you're a regular follower of this YouTube channel, you may have noticed a lot of Polish military news in recent times. There's simply a lot going on with the country's military sector as it increases its spending to strengthen and modernize its forces and reinforce its borders. A lot of news has to do with Poland's navy. One of our first videos on the Polish military had to do with the launch of its first SIGINT, or Signals Intelligence ship, on July 1st. We then covered the country's future Miecznik-class frigates. But then there's also the Polish military's Project Orka. This is Poland's effort to acquire new modern submarines to bolster defense and deterrence in the Baltic Sea. As far as we know, there has yet to be a firm number when it comes to how many the country will purchase, although one source says 3 submarines is the most likely quantity, while another says 3 to 4. And again, Poland currently has just one Soviet-era Kilo-class submarine, ORP Orzeł, which has been plagued by frequent repairs. The website Keystone Procurement adds that Poland's last Norwegian-built Kobben-class boat was retired in 2021, and this has effectively left Warsaw without a credible undersea deterrent. Defense News reports that Polish officials have sent requests for information to 6 countries for submarine designs for the Polish Orca submarine program. Prime Minister Donald Tusk has noted that the deadline to choose is the end of this year. And so, who is in the running? Well, the countries invited to bid are France, Germany, Italy, Spain, Sweden, and South Korea. Over the past months, delegations from the Polish ministry have met with officials from these countries to discuss their offers and readiness to cooperate with Poland's defense industry. Because, yes, technology transfer and domestic production are often core to any major military investment. But the possible options, mostly listed by Keystone Procurement, are as follows. There's Germany's ThyssenKrupp Marine Systems, presenting designs from its Type 212 family. Italy's Fincantieri has strengthened its bid through a memorandum of understanding with Poland's state-owned defense firm Polska Grupa Zbrojeniowa, or PGZ. The Italian company's U-212 NFS, or Near Future Submarine platform, is at the center of different international export campaigns. Earlier reporting by Daily Mail noted that Italian firm M23 SRL had offered its C-class midget submarines as well. And then Sweden's Saab is promoting its A26 Blekinge class sub, and this will also be tied to PGZ industrial cooperation. For France, its naval group has offered the Skorpen class submarine, again with technology transfer commitments and local production. And finally, South Korea's Hanwha Ocean has put forward its KSS-3 design, accompanied by an unusual financing package to ease procurement costs. Other sources note that Spain's Navantia has recently signed an agreement with PGZ to advance its sub-offer, the S-80. Additionally, the UK's Babcock has gone public in announcing its intention to provide submarines as well, underlying its commitment to working with Polish industry to produce the vessels. Defense News quotes Polish Prime Minister Donald Tusk as saying, "We have plenty of submarines to choose from. This will be a decision, given the scale of the investment in our security, that we will make government to government." It was also stated by Defense News that a spokesperson for the Polish ministry said that experts assigned the highest scores to the offers placed by Germany, Italy, and Sweden. However, it was also highlighted that remaining offers have not been discarded. Poland and its defense industry has strong existing connections with many of the countries hoping to secure a submarine deal. The UK's Babcock supports the Miecznik frigate program, while Sweden's Saab is working with Poland on the 2 SIGINT ships acquired under Delfin program. And while it may seem out of nowhere for someone who isn't familiar with Poland's defense industry, South Korea does indeed have a strong existing relationship with the European nation despite geographical distance. The East Asian nation has already supplied tanks, self-propelled artillery, as well as missile and rocket launchers to Poland, with a strong commitment to technology transfer. Trying to compare and contrast every submarine would make for a much longer video, but if you're knowledgeable on these types of vessels, which one would you choose? Which country do you think would be the best industrial partner for Poland and its future submarines? Let us know by leaving a comment.